Well, hello and welcome back. I think we'll start part 3 tonight. And I am going to be using the light color. So mine is the linen. So you'll be using white or your light colored for the first section here. Well, I am going to use my eye hook now. And if you lay your motifs in a circle like this, you'll see that the inside is more flat and the edges are. So that's where I'm going to start, is on the extreme right of my work. So the first one to the right. And I'm going to use so this is a mystery make along. And this is part 3. Now we have done an optional part, and I put it in as, I don't know, an ornament or something like that. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and join. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to join in the chain one on the side of that. Makes it easier for me. I'm going to chain one. And then I'm going to do a double crochet in the back loop only of the first stitch. And then I'm going to continue on in the back loop only. And I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm going to tie that end in later. I'm not going to keep holding it behind. I don't like the way that ends up when you're doing a double crochet. Singles, not so much. It hides fairly well. But with a double crochet, I don't think it does. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go along the edge of the first motif. And you should have 8 doubles along the edge. Now let's see if I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you come up to the top of that motif, you should have a chain 1. So we're going to double, and we're going to chain 3 and another double right in that chain 1 space. And then we're going to do 8 in the back loops down the side of the green motif. And you should have 8 double crochets down the side so that they are even. And then you're going to come to the join, and at that point just skip right over to the first double after the join. And you know what? I don't like it. So what I'm going to do is I've decided to change it already. And at this point, I'm going to go through both loops. I'm going to do a double, but I'm going to do a double join. I'm going to go through both loops, wrap it again, go through the other two both loops. Yeah, sure I am. Bring it through once, and then bring it through twice, and then all three. Now let's see what it looks like. Looks like crap. Alright, so let's try again. Let's see what we can do to this. Bring it through once, bring it through twice, and then bring it through all three. What do we get? We get a very strange join. I don't like that either. Okay, so we'll go back again and to the drawing board and go through both loops. And go through both loops and pull that a little bit tighter. You're still going to have a gap. Alright, I decided to leave it. So what I did was I went back. I have a knot in my yarn that I didn't do. Interesting. Alright, so what I did was I went back to the last one and I did it in both loops. And then I jumped over and did it in both loops on this first one. So your two are there, so you're still only going to have 8. So there's the third. 4, 5 in the back loop, 6, 7, and 8. Then you're going to do double in the chain at the top of the peak, chain 3, and another double. Now we're going to go back in the back loops and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th one, you'll go through both. That was my join round, so again, no one's going to notice. And then that one is my join too, so I'm going to go all the way over there for 1, back loop now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. At the top, we will go into the chain 1 and we will double, chain 3, and double. And you're going to continue on around that same way till you get to the last motive, and I'll meet you back. Okay, I'm back. So I did all of the motives all the way down to the last 2, just so I could do this one more time. And then we'll finish this row. So we're doing back loop only, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you get to the 8th one, you're going to go in both loops. You're going to skip over all of the chains to the after this chain and do both loops, a double in both loops. So you are going to leave that space. Then you're going to go up 1. Yeah, I got it all tied up again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that'll make a total of 8 on the side. 2, 4, 6, 8. Go into the peak at the top in the single or the chain space, 1 double, 3 chains, and 1 double, and then go back down in the back loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the last one, I'm going to go ahead and go through both loops because that's going to be the edging, and that is your first row. We are going to do is we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now we're going to be working on the back side. On the back side, you're going to do the same up each edge, but you're going to do the front loop toward you. I'm going to do the first one in both loops. So a double crochet in both loops. Then you're going to go in the front loop only toward you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now you have a total of 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So you're going to increase on that side by 1 because you put it in here. Now you're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 3, and 2 double crochets. And down we're going to go in the front loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. At this point, we're going to skip 2, 1 on this side, 1 on this side, and jump over and go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you should have 3 or 2 doubles, chain 3, and 2 doubles in the peak. Now let's look at it. So we will have 9 on the outside, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, then the peak. So you're actually adding 2, so 11 on the side. In this inside here, we should have our peak, which is 2, and then 2, 4, 6, 8. So it should be 10. Let's see if we have that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that should be your repeat across on the back side of your work. So you're going to work in the front loops all the way to the other side. And that'll be row 2 of the body. And you'll continue and get to the other side. I will meet you back. So, oh, there's one more. So you're going to leave 1 on the right motive, 1 on the left, skip, so you're going to skip 2, and go right into the second one on the left. I don't know why I'm having such trouble getting into that front one. Boy, I'll tell you. All right, I think we've got this. So just keep going, and then I will, like I said, I will meet you on the other side. Okay, welcome back. I'm meeting you back at the end of row 2 of the part 3 video. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off row 2, but I'm also going to weave in my end here because it drives me crazy. I don't like to leave it. But I hope you're enjoying the mystery make-along so far. I did a couple of these, and then I went to work, and then I came back. So really, it's a couple videos start and stop together, but when I splice them together, it's all in one. You don't notice the stops. Okay. Just a reminder in case somebody comes in on part 3 and they don't know what is going on. We are doing a mystery make-along. The first part is on Thanksgiving Day. So it says vlog, holiday vlog part 1. And then holiday part 2 would be the second part where we sew the motifs together. And now this is holiday vlog part 3. Now all the other vlogs don't have any parts to them. But we did an optional one, and that is the wreath. So you want to get your wreaths in. I'm doing about 4 wreaths. So if you want to do more than 4, that's fine. But you won't need more than 5. 4 or 5 would be fine. So I am doing the front loop only toward me because I'm on the back of the work. And I'm almost to the end of this row. And let's see. What else can we talk about? Tomorrow is the 1st. or today is the 1st for you, because I'm going to upload this on the 1st. So part 3 will be on the 1st. Chain 1 and turn your work back to the right side of your work. So now we're on row 3 of the white section, cream or solid, the lighter color that you're using. Row 3 is going to be the same pretty much as row 1. The only difference is we were on the motive, now we're just going to follow the pattern. So I did both loops for my first, I chained 1 and turned. I did both loops for my first stitch, double crochet. Then in the back loop only, work your way up to the peak. So there's going to be, on each side, there's going to be probably an added one from the row before. So far we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11. So it looks like we added 2. So let's see. The first row we had the chain 1. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. The next row we had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and then we added 1. So now, or added 2. So now we're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Now we're going to add 2 again. So we're going to put 2 doubles in the chain 3 space at the peak, chain 3, and 2 doubles. So now your row 3 is just going to continue the same way. Peaks and valleys, back row, all the way across to the last stitch. In the last stitch I do both loops. I go through both loops. So your edges probably have more than these. So let's see how many we'll get here. You'll get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. No, there's the same. Let's see. There was 11 and then we added 2. So they're not the same, but the edging one is longer. It has 2 extra, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, and then you add 2, so 13. And then this one has 11. All right. So you're going to go down to the valley in the back loop only. And when you get there, you are going to skip 1 on each side of the valley and go back up. So here I am, I'm at the valley. I'm going to skip this one on this side and this one on this side. Go right into the 3rd one and work our way back up the other side. My plans are to do 10 rows in this white the same way. Front row, back row, front loop, back loop, alternating. So when you finish, you'll have 10 rows of white. Continue on with your pattern for 10 rows. And then we'll start part 4 in a couple days. Let everybody catch up, including myself. I really planned this out pretty darn good so that I didn't have to do a lot of rows every time. The most of them are going to be like this. So I'm hoping that everyone still has time to do all the things they want to do, plus have fun making this. If you don't, that's fine. The videos will stay up. They'll be in a playlist, and you can go back and look at them, and you might even be able to get into the very end of the make along toward the end, because you might have time after Christmas to catch up, because I probably won't be done until after Christmas. I'm hoping that it works out that way, although we're already on part 3 and we have 10 parts to this, but then there'll be the finishing parts too. So yeah, there's not exactly 10 parts. There's probably more, but you will see, because it's a mystery. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. Guess what kind of coffee I'm drinking? I am drinking peppermint ice cream that Frida gave me. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. You guys knew I was going to like that. I did add some peppermint mocha to it, but it's only because I don't have any regular creamer in the house, so I figured, well, it's not going to change it much. But it is very good, and it smells really good when it's brewing. Yeah, I like it. Okay, I will wrap this video up for part 3, and I hope you enjoy doing this, part number 3. And let's see, I'll probably do the monthly drawings for the second. I'll put in a vlog where I draw all the hats and more hats and all that, and I'll probably do that for the second. So yeah, pull out some new yarn for December for hats, and finish up the socks for the year. It'll be November drawing will be the last for the socks for this year, and then we will draw the Glorious Granny. We'll put that all in a video, and we'll put that up, and then maybe by the next day we'll have some Yarnable subscription to open, and we'll work on, and we're going to start the melting snowman, and that shouldn't take us forever to do, because it doesn't look like it's going to be a long project. And what else we will do? Oh, we're going to start the sweater. Yep, I picked out that. And we're going to have a couple of mini make-alongs on the lives. So I have 2 of those. Well, I actually have 1 taped, so I have to tape another one. So yeah, I have lots of plans for this holiday vlogs for you. Got to pull another winner for bracket game, because that person probably will see their name on the Sunday where I tag them, because they did not see it on the video. So we'll see. We'll just pick another one anyway. So we'll keep doing that. Maybe we'll have a couple roll-offs there. All right, well, take a moment out of each day and be creative. Talk to you later. Bye for now.